Good morning, Rabbi Peretz.
Good morning, Angelique.
I have a new question. So, the following. Was eating from the tree of knowledge a necessary step for a human being to have free choice?
Thank you for the question, Angelique. So, the classical commentaries tell us that before the sin of the tree of knowledge, as Hashem commanded it in Genesis, that the human being should eat from all of the trees of the Garden of Eden and not from that specific tree, and that he did. The classical commentaries tell us that that was what allowed us to reach a level of free choice between good and evil. Until that point, according to the classical commentaries, the human being had a perception of reality more like a child, where he saw everything as good. And according to the classical commentaries, he had to eat from the tree of knowledge in order to be able to differentiate between good and evil. So the answer is twofold. And this is the simple part of the answer, and then we'll get to the more profound part of the answer. According to the classical commentaries, the human being did not have a free choice before eating of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, and he acquired the free choice between good and evil after eating from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Okay, so according to the classical commentaries, it was a necessary step to eat from the tree of knowledge in order to have a true free choice. Okay, as now today people can do a choice between what's good and what's evil, right? What's good is to be a person with values, to study, to give charity, to do good deeds, to be honorable, to speak, to have a moral values, to speak nicely to other people, to treat other people nicely with respect, to observe the commandments of the Torah, of course, as respecting family unity, as respecting the property of others, not to be cruel to animals, to uphold the laws, to speak in an honorable way about Hashem, and to always live with faith and trust that everything that Hashem does is for the good. So a person has to make, or if we are answering, he should make that choice. Okay. So this is the simple answer. Okay. I want to get a little bit deeper. Even though maybe we should do this in several parts, 2 or 3 parts, because actually this answer goes deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper as we go. But just to mention one important point, and maybe next week we can do a second part, when we consider what it is a true free choice and what it is a circumstantial decision, we do need to make an effort to understand the difference between them. And I'm not going to go in depth. We'll probably make a second part to it because it's going to take 10 or 15 minutes to answer only that. But in what concerns us, truly being free to choose is at least to know what we can choose from. So if we are content with the life that we grew up in, the parents and the lifestyle that we have, if we're content with there, can we truly say that we have a true free choice? If we do not open our minds to contemplate other aspects in life, our relationship with our Creator, can we truly say that we are free to choose the life that we want for ourselves? Or are we simply conditioned by the education that we receive, the environment that we grew up in? Are we really making a choice? Are we really free? So let's keep the question open until next week because that will take us to deeper levels of study and understanding, Bezat Hashem. But as a practical aspect, each person should know from this day onwards that exercising free choice is to have knowledge. And in the description below, there will be a further link to more knowledge in the Academy, Bezat Hashem. And everyone should take a little bit of time, 10 minutes, 20 minutes to consider, to learn more about true knowledge instead of just surfing online with messages and emails, and all day long there's information, and we have the impression that we are free to choose whatever sources of information we want to choose in order to be updated on our actuality. But in fact, we need to go a little bit deeper and to take 10 minutes, 20 minutes to consider true knowledge, Bezat Hashem, in order to become truly free to make our choices.
Thank you for your answer, and wishing you Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you very much, and Bezat Hashem, looking forward for the next question.